Stones from an old bridge in Snyder County are now part of a flower shop's decor. They may look like ordinary stones, but as Newswatch 16's Justin Gick explains, they tell a story from Selinsgrove's past.
George Harold and his wife Kathy have owned Gracie's Flowers and Gifts since 1999. He says Kathy's mother and father originally started the business.
Her mother had the idea for the business and they opened it in the early 70s and bought this building from Selinsgrove Ford, who owned it at the time, and opened up here, and they retired in the beginning of '99 and we took over.
The shop sells everything from snow babies to holiday items in addition to flowers. The shop also has a fireplace inside that may look like any other fixture you would see in a house. However, it holds a piece of history from Selinsgrove's past from the late 1920s.
When the bridge that took Market Street across the creek at that time was torn down and relocated, and this portion of the building was built on the entryway to the bridge, and the stones from the piers were used to build the building and the fireplace.
Harold says that he found out about the history of these stones through his father-in-law, who owned the shop before him.
It's cool to find that out, that there's a piece of something that goes back that far, that, is actually right under your nose, and you didn't know about it until I found out about it.
Harold is proud to have this piece of history in the shop and says people occasionally will come in and ask about the stones. He says he gives them the nickel tour and takes them around to show them.
I'll ask people, did you grow up in Selinsgrove or did you move in? And then either way, I'll say, well, did you ever wonder why there's no bridge on Bridge Street, which there is not? And then I say, go over and stand in the middle of the road and look this way, and you'll see that Bridge Street points right directly at the center of this building. And that's where the road went across.
Harold says he did find an interesting fact out about the bridge when it was relocated. He says some enterprising soul built a temporary bridge in its place.
And charged people, I think it was 50 cents to cross it, which was a lot of money in that day, but it saved them from having to run up 204 toward Crotsville and go across the Camelback Bridge, which was the next closest place where they could cross Penns Creek at that time.
Harold says at some point he and Kathy will retire and the shop will pass to someone else. He hopes whoever that is will appreciate the area's history as much as he does. Justin Gick, Newswatch 16, Snyder County.